It literally is no business. It has no business being this hot in Denmark right now. Oh my goodness. Hi everyone, it's Celeste and welcome to a brand new video on my YouTube channel. I am sweating my balls off right now in Denmark and I hope the rest of the world is with me on that, okay? But today we are going to be doing an upcycle featuring a brand new t-shirt I got from Sanrio Poroland. Yay! So if you can see, this has Sanrio Poro Land in nice cursive font with all the cute little characters. One of my new favorite characters is called Wish Me Mel, and she's right next to Hello Kitty. Look at that cute little bunny girl and next to Hello Kitty. So my favorite characters are Cinnamoroll, Hello Kitty, and Wish Me Mel. The downfall is I bought a child-size shirt. I'm not going back to Japan anytime soon, and I don't know when I will be. So instead, I'm going to take my husband's old hoodie here, and this is a very nice Vans hoodie, but unfortunately, there's just some staining that we can't get out, and I'm going to use this to cut it up. So let's see what I am going to do. First things first, try on the piece that's going to become your base piece. Here we are, trying on the base piece in T-pose. You can see my cute little hood on. It does not fit me, obviously, and if I really wanted to show you. I want to crop it, so I'm going to cut it up above Mickey Mouse's head. And I think I'm going to keep the checkered border on. I don't know. It's summer. It's really hot. We'll see. But I need to cut here and the sleeves off from here. So let's get out some scissors. Before getting out any scissor, grab out some pins because having pins to mark where you are really helps. Here we are. I'm going to cut above the Mickey ear because I want it to be a slightly longer piece. Nice and settled. Next, I want to cut here at this part, not at my wrist. Ta-da! And now that is perfect. I could have kept it and had thummy holes. I could make thumb holes. What am I kidding? I'm going to make, I love my thummy holes. That's where my thumbs are going to go. Now it's time to crop this bad boy and then cut off the band here at the bottom. I decided to grab these oversized Pokemon cards in its container to help me make a straight edge because I don't know what I'm doing. So fold your sweatshirt in half. This way we can crop it nicely. Make sure there's no extra folds and creases. It's just one. And that everything aligns and it's nice and as flat as possible. No extra folds. I'm going to take my sleeves over here. Ta-da! I'm going to take it. And I'm going to cut slightly above where the pin was. Here we go, first cut. That looks great! It's nice and even and symmetrical, and if we want to keep the raw hem, we can. So with the thumb hole, I can either do a buttonhole here on the sleeve or I can just cut it open and hand sew it myself closed. I think I will just cut a nice little line where the bat is. Just cut it nice and open. So now we have an entry for my thumb. That's a nice spot. Now this side. Ta-da! Look how great this already looks now that it's already cut. So I do want to add the band at the bottom. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go ahead and separate the bottom of it and say goodbye to Mickey. Oh my god, that's a full Mickey! I'm going to seam rip this out later. But what I'm going to do now is cut off the seam here and then sew it back on. That way I have the nice banding on both pieces. So now I'm just cutting off this bottom band with the white because I like the extra piping idea. I think that's going to look super cute. Let's go ahead and get to the next step. So my next step, now that I have my hoodie cut out, is I need to cut up this little black shirt. examining the shirt, it's really great quality material, so I do want to use the black later for something. I need to cut out this entire front piece here into a nice square shape. I also want to cut off this little band here, and maybe I'll put it on one of the thummy holes or at the hand, something like on top as an embellishment. And I will cut off the Sanrio Portland tag and put it there. So let's go ahead and see what I can do. Okay, here's the shirt. You can see the design. I want at least this whole part here. I don't need the back to be cut, so again, I'm going to fold it in half at the side seams. Make sure the back is where it needs to be. I'm going to cut all of this from the sleeves out, just so I have as much space as possible. And that way I'm ready to cut out Hello Kitty. I have to make sure I don't cut off anyone either, but I think I'll be fine because I'm going to cut as high as I can. So t-shirt slashing. And now I have the entire design cut out that I can put into my crop top. So let's see what we want to do now. Take out your crop top. Obviously I'm going to have to seam rip this. That's not fun. And I'm going to flip it inside out. And that's because I'm going to do a reverse applique technique. I've never really done this before and I've been really curious to try it. And nice. I like how it looks. So now I'm going to take Sanrio Portland and put it right here at the back. And I'm going to pin every single inch of it down on the sides, because what I'm thinking is making like a cloud shaped design, and I think that would be really fun. So now comes the fun part, pinning. I really didn't have to do that much, but it's fine. Make sure to only pin the front, not both sides. This is the correct side because this is the entrance of the hood and your face. Okay, so here we are right in front of my sewing machine. She's prepped with the color threads that I want. And I'm going to start drawing out my cloud design so it's easy for me to follow. And I am just going to make some bips and boobles with my pen. You will see it. It's kind of going. But this is a heat erase pen. So after I got a little bit of the sewing down, I'm going to actually use an iron to erase the heat. No, erase the ink. Okay. So I'm going to be doing that. And this is my first time really using this pen. So I'm very excited. And we'll see how this looks. I hope this doesn't look too popcorn turdy. I might make it a little bit bigger. Okay, slowly go around the marks that we did. And you don't have to go fast. That way you can turn it and make sure, ow, not to get poked. Yeah, so I'm just gonna slowly go. Once I get to that point, I'm going to lift my presser foot and rotate it a little bit. And, you know, keep going. I don't know why, I stopped completely. So this is kind of a tight squeeze for me to put underneath the sewing machine. So first I'm going to do a basting stitch. I'm just going to take a thread color that I'm not really ever going to use. It's already pre-threaded. And I'm just going to go in and make a nice little slip stitch here. Hide that on the front side. So here you can see there's no color. Look, no color, but you can see a little bit of the pickering of the stitches. And that way my thumb hole will look nice when I go to sew it down with the machine, and I'm not going to have to be fighting it. Sometimes you have to do a little bit of pre-prep work to make it go the way you want. And I don't think the pins are going to help me here. So I'm just going to have to do this by hand really quick. And then I can go on my machine and make it look better. It's called finessing. And we're going to finesse it. See, you can see it's already much easier than trying to flip this and put a giant pin. And now I can just take it to the machine and slowly sew around it. Well, not this part. I had to sew this part. You know what I mean? Okay, so it just makes it into a nice little thumb holey. Here we are. I'm going to reveal my applique. So here is the wrong side of my seam ripper. I'm going to do a small little cut like that, making sure I don't go through both layers. Now I'm just going to use my duckbill scissor. I think I have it backwards, but it's fine. Then I just slowly work my way around the stitches, leaving a nice little edge. And look, you can already see there's the applique. Woo! I'm so excited. Make sure to press. And once we get a nice press in, oh, look at that. There goes, look at this. Okay, watch. Watch. So there's the ink at the top. Iron, a little bit of steam. It's gone! Okay, here we are. I have that bottom band, and now we're just finishing up this hoodie, and then I can show you the final result. So let's start sewing. I pinned it down a little at the sides, and now I just need to keep sewing it. So here it is, the finished hoodie. I love it being oversized and super baggy. I know it's a little stretched out at the moment, but I'll give it a good press. But I just could not resist on just trying it on. Here are my thumb holes. I made sure to use the little tags here. I think it's just a cute little surprise rendition. Also, if I take my thumb holes out, you can just see the little tags. Here's the reverse applique. Now in the future, if I do get more patches or something fun, such as pins or ribbons from Sanrio Portland or any Hello Kitty Sanrio merch or Cinema Roll merch, Wish Me Well merch, I will be adding it to this little crop hoodie. I think it has lots of real estate and I want to totally decor-ish this out. So if you like this little tutorial that I did or the progression of this, leave me a comment down below. Would you ever try reverse applique? It was pretty nerve-wracking, but it's so easy to do. I hope you guys found it really educational. I also have an idea of what I would like to do with the rest of the sweatshirt, because this is huge. If I switch it this way, this could probably be a really bad tank top or, a bag. So make sure to subscribe to my channel to see that video and not miss it. Comment what your favorite part of this is. Would you ever try this kind of DIY? And like it up if you enjoyed watching and got this far. That being said, I will see you in the next video. So remember to stay inspired, be creative, and I will see you in a future video. Bye!